Stick around, we've got a brand new episode of Common Agenda coming up next, right here on the Emerson channel.
This episode may feature brief nudity and adult content.
Intrigued? Tune in to see how it all plays out next. Beam me up, Eddie. Hi, Grandma, and welcome to another episode of the CW's Common Agenda, starring me, your host, Michaela Halnon, as a teen who is alone in the world, struggling to navigate the harsh halls of my high school, while also keeping up with my duties as the Slayer. All right, now that I've gotten my television reference out of the way, I guess I can lead you all fearlessly through what's newsworthy around Emerson College. Let's get started. It's no secret that Emerson professors are more than just amazing teachers. They're professionals, filmmakers, poets, world travelers, writers. Last Thursday, Associate Professor Tulasi Cernaves had her blog post published on the World Economic Forum website. The article, entitled "What's the Link Between Money and Happiness?" discusses the relationship between money and happiness and the value placed on money, especially in relation to her home country, India. Money can't buy happiness, and happiness doesn't need money. Wise words from Common Agenda. Hey, did you hear about these new zero-calorie potato chips? All the salty, greasy goodness of potato chips, except these will actually help you lose weight. Sounds too good to be true, so it's a good thing we have the Ask for Evidence campaign, headed up by molecular biologist and Emerson professor Vashlishan Murray. Ask for Evidence is part of a national campaign dedicated to raising consumer awareness and unveiling the sneaky tricks of good advertising. All over Emerson, students are questioning and researching the guarantees that companies place on their products. Emerson students have already investigated around 200 claims. The campaign is open to all ambitious shopping detectives inside and outside of Emerson. Watch out, as seen on TV products, we know your secrets. Emerson's baseball team stepped up their game on Sunday, pulling off the first no-hitter in Emerson history. For those of you who don't know, a no-hitter happens when a team isn't able to record a single hit. Basically, our pitches were just too quick for the other team's swings. This was Emerson's second game against Clark University after their first loss with a score of 13-1, but this time the tables were turned. Pitching for the first half of the game, freshman Cal Laird struck out 6 opposing batters and walked 6, and sophomore Jack Caportor took over for the last 7 outs, striking out 2 players without breaking a sweat. Go Sports! Comedian Marlon Wayans came by Emerson on Sunday to tickle our funny bones, and good times were had by all. Marlon talked with students about his career, race in Hollywood, and how to make it in the film industry, with lots of laughs and giggles in between. You know, I hear he turns to Common Agenda for comedic inspiration. Not that I'm surprised, we are the masters of quick wit and sass. Students also got free passes to see a sneak preview of his new film, Haunted House 2, at the Regal Fenway Theater before it premieres this April. Singers Unite for charity. For the first time ever, all 4 of Emerson's a cappella groups are joining forces for a special concert this Friday night, a toast to Emerson's voice, Acapalooza 2014. Basically, it's like the love child of the Avengers and Pitch Perfect. Who wouldn't want to see that movie? No one. Everyone would want to see it, which is why at precisely 7:30 this Friday night, the Paramount main stage is going to be packed for an a cappella experience that is deeper than the music. All profits go to scholarship funds as well as the 4 a cappella groups, which is a pretty cool opportunity because we're all in this together. All right, I'll give you a bit of a breather from my pretty face so we can check in with Hunter Reis. What have you got for us today?
Hey everybody, today we're chilling and grilling with the lovely Brannon Smithwick, who's the Vice President of Emerson's Women in Motion. Good to have you here today, Brannon.
Thank you so much.
So what exactly is Women in Motion?
So Women in Motion is a group on campus that focuses to bring equality to women in the entertainment industry, both film and television. As you probably know, the entertainment industry is led mostly by men, so we try and make sure that women are coming in to speak to our organization to make sure they understand that girls have the opportunity to work in the industry too.
Mm-hmm. What kind of projects do you guys work on?
So we do a lot of different projects. We get funding from the student government every year. So we'll do some different, we do films every single semester. So we do like a drama or a comedy or a documentary as well. And then we also bring in different people to come and speak to our organization every week.
So do you have anything planned for this semester?
Yeah, this semester we're actually going to do something called the 48-Hour Film Festival. A little bit different than our past projects. Usually we just do a film in the spring, but we wanted to mix it up a little bit. So we're going to actually have a contest for our members. They can get into small little groups, create their own film funded by our organization, and then we'll have a screening and we'll select a winner at the end. So,
Ooh, how exciting. Do you know what the winner's going to get yet?
I don't know. We're still working on prizes. We want it to be film related, but we can't spend too much money on film equipment, so we'll figure it out.
And so let's say if, for example, I wanted to join. Am I allowed to, or is it only girls?
Definitely. We get that a lot. First of all, people think we're a dance organization, Women in Motion, but no, it's motion picture. But we do also have tons of guys in our organization. Again, it's just toward promoting females in the industry, but of course we're open to anyone who supports that initiative, so we want guys to be involved for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome. So how can members, or hopeful members such as me, get involved?
Definitely. So we have a booth at the org fair every year with tons of candy, and all of the representatives from our organization's board are there. So you can come in, grab some candy, learn about our organization, and sign up for our newsletter. We do have a blast every single week with information about our organization, what's coming up for the week, but also we have different crew calls and casting calls that you can get involved in, so you know kind of what's going on in the film scene at Emerson.
Perfect. Grab some candy, join some fun clubs. Sounds like everything anyone could ever want.
Perfect.
Well, thank you so much for coming today.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
And it's time for Focus on Film with Melanie Camacho. Why didn't you say so? Hey, put up the graphic already.
Hi guys, it's Melanie from Focus on Film. Today we're here with Hansley and AJ from the Urban Initiative, and we're going to talk to them a little bit about how their company began and some of their future projects. Hi guys, how are you?
Hi, how's it going?
Good, thank you. So, can you tell me some motivations behind your production company?
Right. So the Urban Initiative started about 2 years ago. It was the summer before senior year in high school, and I actually started it on a borrowed iPhone 3GS, which was broken at the time, and a borrowed Canon Rebel XT. I had some support from my local town and things like that, and it wasn't until I did my first interview with this band Fort Lean out of Brooklyn. We did that at Bright Music Hall. It was my first experience ever doing like a really big interview. I was totally unprepared, but they were very welcoming, and the whole experience really kind of, I would say, I definitely caught the bug for journalism, and I really saw that my passion was in that. And so it definitely started from humble roots, but it's definitely something that's definitely taken off. So it's something I'm really excited for.
Yeah, it sounds like it. It sounds like you've been really successful so far. So, can you guys tell me what your first project, the first project you guys did together?
Sure, yeah. I came here to Emerson College. I met Hansley, who was on my floor. First week we met with a bunch of others. And basically we came together. We decided we would make a big group to advance the Urban Initiative and what we do. So we decided to venture out. We went to the Middle East. We met a connection with Ned Leeds Edutainment at the Middle East. And we started to do coverage of the music events going on there and the concerts. We interviewed the artists backstage and in the tour buses. So that's how we started. So
what separates your production company from other companies?
I would definitely say our work ethic is number one. Our youth is number two.
Yeah, you're so young.
Yeah, being our age and being able to do a lot of things that older people aren't able to do, it helps. But also, with that comes our energy, and also, just that we really try to be on top of things and network with as many people.
Yeah. Also, a big part about what makes us different, the Urban Initiative, is our organization and efficiency. A big thing that we're trying to work on is making it more organized, so we could take multiple projects at a time. In order to output as much as possible.
Yeah.
Hopefully
How many people are part of your staff?
It really does fluctuate, but I'd say we have a core team of about 5 members. But it can, depending on what we're gonna do, we can bump it up to like.
Well, thanks, guys. That was awesome. Good interview. Thank you. Nice meeting you guys.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, I'm your correspondent, Sam Crichton, here to give you the sweet deets about the upcoming events around campus. Do you want to join the internet trend of editing photos of celebrities? Want to create your own meme? Or maybe just make yourself look better in your new profile picture? Well, lucky for you, there is an Introduction to Photoshop tomorrow, 2 to 3 in Walker 418. Once you've mastered the basics, stick around for an intermediate Photoshop workshop immediately following this one. Learn even more about manipulating photos using masks and channels. The first thing I'm going to do with this newfound knowledge is Photoshop a picture of me stealing an Oscar from Leonardo DiCaprio. I'll be the envy of all of Tumblr.
I hope you've been keeping up with the News Fest because there have been some stellar performances in the past few weeks. But it's not over yet. This weekend, starting Thursday at 8 p.m., get ready to partay. It's not Z Dance, it's not Y Dance, it's X Dance. The X is probably for extreme because these dancers are the best Emerson has to offer. Better yet, tickets are only $8 for the Emerson community. You better be ready to get your groove on. And now for a continuation for a story we did on Monday. Remember when we told you about how Emerald Empowerment Week was starting? Of course you do, loyal viewers. The week continues tonight with a panel about sexual assaults on college campuses. The event will be at 6 in the Bordy and will feature experts from both Emerson College and our perennial rival school, Harvard University. Well, they consider us a rival, but Emersonians know which school is better. Harvard, it's Harvard. Remember to check out Casa Mirna Vazquez tomorrow night on the 10th floor of Walker, and Because You Are Powerful on Friday all this weekend. Locations to be announced. Keep your art-filled weekend going on Saturday by attending a staged reading of an Emerson College resident's Pulitzer Prize-winning play, Disgraced. You know what's similar between me and that play? Disgraced is what my father was when I decided to come to an art school. But seriously, the show follows a successful Pakistani-American lawyer who is losing touch with his roots. His wife is an artist who draws inspiration from Islamic imagery, and when the couple decides to host a dinner party, many issues begin to surface. The reading will be performed at 7 p.m. in the Semmel Theater. Be there or be square. Wow, there are a lot of artistic events this weekend. Last but certainly not least, there's the 14th annual Emerson College Film Festival. This Sunday from 2 to 10 p.m., stop by the Bright Family Screening Room to catch any of the 18 different films being shown. There are 3 categories: Homeworlds, exploring issues of home and family; Outer Worlds, about other worlds and states of being; and Interworlds, dramatic shorts that explore interpersonal relationships. These will be shown at 2, 4, and 6 respectively. That's 8 hours of Emerson-made films to watch. Don't forget your Snuggie and some popcorn. Weekend's coming, that can only mean one thing. It's time for Weekend in the Bean with Aaron Koval.
Hello, I'm Erin Koval, and welcome to another segment of Weekend in the Bean. This week, we're covering Boston Design Week, which is now until the end of the month. Let's go hear from Jason Gregorikis, who can tell us a little bit of what to expect. Hello, I'm here with Jason Gregorikis, who is the Director of Student and Alumni Services here at the North Bennett Street School, and we are going to be talking about Boston Design Week. So, can you tell us a little bit about what we can expect to see here at the North Street School?
What we have here, Erin, is examples of work by 21 different students on display, made within the past year of furniture, book, and one vinyl. And they're all handmade. No machine work is been used except the rough filling of the wood itself. And if you look around, you'll notice that most of this work is done as traditional work, meaning early American, when it comes to furniture. We focus on that, as well as the repair of, in the case of books and violins, the repair of these items if people happen to be in their personal collection.
Could you describe one of your personal favorite pieces in the show that's here?
Absolutely not. Asking someone to pick a favorite, asking me to pick a favorite piece, like asking a parent to pick a favorite child. I love all of them. There are pieces that I perhaps are drawn more to, but really I find them all equally wonderful.
So Jason, why would it be beneficial for students to come check out the pieces of work here during Design Week?
I think the answer is, Aaron, that what you're going to find here are pieces that are made by hand, which is very rare nowadays. And it's the highest level of quality. Only the best pieces that you can see made by hand, probably in the Northeast part of the country, are made here. Student work, of course. And if people are very interested in traditional American and conservation work, then this is the place to come because you're not going to find anything that's better made by students.
That's perfect. Thank you so much for talking with us today.
Thank you.
So if you would like to see some furniture that's not made in an IKEA factory, go check out Boston Design Week. I would love to see you there. This has been Aaron Koval with Weekend in the Bean.
Well, that's about all the time we've got for you today, Grandma. Now, we've only got a couple episodes left of Common Agenda before the explosive finale, so the plot is about to start ramping up. Walt's got to flee, Tammy has to get a job offer, and you may have to watch a dumb flashback episode that vaguely explains the history of the island. We may even have a guest appearance by Jamie Sanders, so sorry about that, I guess. Anyway, be sure to tune in Monday for another brand new episode of Common Agenda. I'm your host, Michaela Halnon, signing off.